Hello and welcome to yet another edition of African Literature Alive. Today we will be reading the adaptations of An African Night's Entertainment. Now this work was done by Cyprian Ekwensi and it's been adapted by Obianuju Iyaji for our younger readers to enjoy. It's brought to you by the Heritage and Cultural Diversity Forum. We would like to really appreciate the works and contributions of all those who have helped to make this possible. Chapter 1 Mafurki, the Dream. Malam Shehu was the richest man of his time. In fact, he did not lack anything. Well, there was this one thing, though. When he prayed, he begged God for a child, any child, someone he could call his own. One day, Malam Shehu dreamt that he saw a man selling a horse. He liked the horse, but learnt that someone else had paid for it. He offered even more money for the horse, thereby offending the initial bidder. Why do you want to take what is mine? No, my friend, we both want the horse, but the seller wants money. To whom will he sell? Malam Shehu bought the horse and went on his way. In his dream, the horse had a foal, and when it grew up, Malam Shehu asked that it be saddled for him to ride on. He rode out, spurred it into a gallop, and the horse fell. Falling in his dream, and breaking an arm and a leg, Malam Shehu woke up. "Send for Malam Sambo at once," he cried. The servant set off to fetch the wise man of the village, able to interpret dreams. Chapter 2 Magani, the Potion. I have never seen such a lovely damsel like the one I saw at the gates of Malam Audu. Which Malam Audu? Asked Shehu, as he sat up in his study chair. I don't think Malam Audu has a daughter. The servant narrated that Malam Audu had betrothed his daughter many years ago to a certain young man, and now the young lady was all grown up. Malam Audu is very strict with her, so she never comes out. Go, find out more. Tell her I want to meet her, Malam Shehu begged. Zainobe was betrothed to a certain Malam Abubakar from childhood. Now, all grown up and beautiful, her mother began to have doubts that he was worthy of her. Abubakar could not sleep on hearing that the richest man in town wanted to have his bride. But Zainobe reassured him, Nothing will make me marry Malam Shehu, unless he is prepared to marry my dead body. Meanwhile, at the other side of town, on hearing that his servant was humiliated and threatened by Abubakar, Zainobe's fiancé, Malam Shehu hurried to Malam Sambo. I have seen her, and I must marry her, was his plea. Get me the musk of a deer, and leave the rest to me. But make sure you find a way to smear the potion on Zainobe, warned Malam Sambo. The rest is history. Chapter 3 Soyayya. Zainobe is love-struck. Zainobe, all fragrant with the perfume, said to her mother, Abubakar sent for me. I must go at once. Well, you know your father does not let you out. Hurry and be back at once, came the reply. Zainobe dressed in her best clothes and ran all the way to Malam Shehu's house. Was it the pleasant perfume he sent her? Zainobe did not know why she could not get Malam Shehu out of her head. Many people were in the rich man's house that night, but Malam Shehu ensured that Zainobe was ushered secretly to the 7th room in his mansion. "I want you to be my wife. The question of marriage can never arise between us," came Zainobe's reply. "Remember, Abubakar is poor. I can take care of you and your family," Shehu persuaded. "We have never depended on you for money. Leave me alone. I must return home." "Then at least take this turare," which is perfume, as Malam Shehu offered her more of the enchanted potion. "It is not money, just an innocent fragrance." Influenced by the charm, Zainobe accepted and left, but not before one of the servants, Abu's friend, ran to tell him, "I have seen your wife at Malam Shehu's gida." "Surely not my Zainobe!" Abubakar slumped into the chair, his heart pounding heavily. He could barely breathe. Recovering almost immediately, he sprung up like a cat with fire on its tail. "Something needs to be done immediately." Flinging the curtains aside, Abu stormed out of the house. He was furious. Chapter 4. Riga Akasua, a cloth in the market. "Some time ago, Malam Shehu sent for you. I didn't tell you, because of your father," Zainobe's mother said cautiously. "He wants to marry you, but if you say yes, people will think it's because of his money." Zainobe said, "I quite like this Malam Shehu. If I marry him, you will never wear rags again." Shehu continued to send gifts secretly to Zainobe and her mother. He was elated as he reflected on Sambo's promise that things were about to change radically, all in his favor. The next time Abu saw Zainobe, he questioned her about the rumors that Malam Shehu wanted to marry her. "I have an answer for you, Abu. When a trader has a cloth, he takes it to the market and he sells it to the highest bidder." On getting home, Abu was obstinate. "I shall not live in this town and see Zainobe in another man's house, mother. I am just telling you so that whatever I do in the future will not surprise you." Chapter 5. Auren the Haifuwa, the Marriage and Birth. Malam Shehu paid Zainobe's bride price despite her father's disapproval. Her relatives beamed as he greased their palms with money and gifts. The king endorsed the marriage, sending the bride price to Abu in payment for all his expenses to Zainobe's parents. "I do not want a penny of their money," Abu retorted. He refused to be a part of it. Years passed, and just as Malam Sambo foretold, Zainobe had a bouncing baby boy. The child grew in manners and wisdom, much to his father, Malam Shehu's delight. His father built him a separate gida, and all his friends would visit him. He lacked nothing. That night, Abu spoke to his mother. "My older brother will take care of you," he said. "Do not worry for me, but I must have my revenge." And off Abu rode into the night, never to be seen in the village again, or so everyone thought. Well, what an interesting story so far. So much to learn, and we're not done yet. Watch out for part 2. However, if you can't wait for that, you can find this book on Amazon to read the rest of the chapters. But meanwhile, keep an eye on this space.